Hey everybody, it's your boy Montel. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Look, I'm sorry for last week. I was invited to play D&D. I had to take the opportunity, so I watched the show late, so I didn't get a chance to shoot the video because it was a busy week. But I'm going to do last week's episode and tonight's episode in the same video. So, don't get mad at me. I'm going to make up for it. So thank you guys for checking me out. But real quick, I want to show you real quick. You see this? I played HeroClix, so I found my own Jefferson Pierce. So, my friend's gonna be joining us. So, brain's ready, eyes are ready, heart is ready, mind is ready. My hat is on point tonight. So, okay, I need to stop doing that. Get ready. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Montel. What's going on? How you doing? You living? You good? Alright then. Just want to make sure. Yo, I don't even look right doing that. Hey everybody, it's your boy Montel. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Listen, I know I apologized before for not shooting the review from last week's episode, but I'm glad I didn't, because tonight pieces started falling into place. Oh my goodness. I'm going to talk about this in a second, but before I do, I want to say thank you to everyone who has come to my channel. I am now over 250 subscribers because of you guys showing me nothing but love. My videos they're making their mark. People are sharing them, and my channel is expanding by leaps and bounds, and I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you so much, so freaking much from the bottom of my heart. You guys have no idea how much of a labor of love this channel has been for me. It has been therapy for me. It has been an outlet for me. It has given me an opportunity to express how I feel, talk about the things that I'm passionate about, and even talk about some things that maybe people didn't know about me, about fandoms, about conventions, or whatever I'm talking about. So thank you guys for coming and checking me out and put the word out. And if you're a small YouTuber just like I am, and you want me to endorse you, and you want us to support each other, please let me know. Let me know. Put your channel in the comments so that way I can find you and I can join you. I've already done it for a couple of other good people, and I'm here to tell you that's what I'm all about. Thank you for checking me out. If you checked me for the first time, welcome to this humble little corner that I have. If you haven't already, hit me up on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Alright, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button so that way when I do put up another video, you guys will be on the know. Hit that notification bell so when it does happen, you hear the ding. And then you know I put another video up, okay? And, of course, like my videos. Please, please, please. It's actually a better workout than I thought, though. I used to do a lot of push-ups and sit-ups, so those days are gone, I'm telling you. Don't forget to please check out my son's channel, Saturn Cycle. He is really trying to get up there. He's a young YouTuber. He's putting out all kinds of content. He does mostly video game walkthroughs and stuff like that, and he's really, really talented. So please put some love in his direction for me. It would mean a lot to me, and just to see him grow and do his thing. And he supported his old man this whole time for these past 5 years. Wow, almost 6 years I've had this channel. So just do that for me. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, all right. I got Jefferson right here. See, a lot of people didn't know that I play a game called HeroClix, and this is actually one of the figures or one of the game pieces from it. I was looking through my boxes and I saw this, I was like, oh man, I got my own Jefferson Pierce. I don't want to bring it too close because every time I do, stuff happens and the focus doesn't want to work, so that's fine. I'm not even worried about it. Alright, Season 2, Episodes 8 and 9. 8 and 9 of the Book of Rebellion. I like how they're doing these books and these chapters in these episodes. I'm really loving this. So, Episode 8 was Exodus, and Episode 9 is Gift of the Magi. What it boils down to is this. Jin and Khalil are on the run. Khalil is tired of dealing with Tobias. Tobias has treated him like a lapdog. He's been trying to teach him in his own demented way. Sorry about the focus. And he's just fed up. After that last battle that they had, he's just tired. He's done. So he's ready to move on. So now they have decided to hit the ground running. But of course, what I still love about this show, and I will continue to love about this show, is the human element is never dismissed. It's always a part of everything. And now that Jin and Khalil have hit the road and they are gone, everybody's mobilizing. Everybody's mobilizing. We're talking Gambi, and of course you got Lynn doing her thing, and you got Anissa doing her thing, and of course you got Jefferson. The only focus on these two episodes has been on Khalil and Jin. And what you're starting to notice is not only did their dynamic make them a little stronger, a little closer, but Jin is starting to realize that her powers don't make her a freak. Her powers don't make her an outcast. If anything, they make her that much more special. And she's starting to grasp and to embrace them more. And the more she embraces them, the more she realizes what she can do. And she's already shown herself to do a couple of things in the last episode and this episode today. All I can say is she is going to be a force to reckon with when she gets this nailed down. Of course, she's already the flippant teenager, but now you got a flippant teenager with powers. So now that Khalil and Jin are on the road, they have hit the ground, they've hit the road, they just want to be with each other. Khalil doesn't want to be part of that mess anymore. Tobias, he only wants one thing. He wants Khalil brought back alive. So he sends out one of his aces. He sends out Giselle Cutter. This chick is bad. Absolute bad. I mean, I can't think of any other word. She's the femme fatale that makes the other femme fatales look like third graders. She's athletic. She can fight. She, oh, my chair. She's got 100 billion knives coming out of everything. Now, I looked at her outfit. I'm just wondering, where are all those blades coming from? Ladies, if you know where they're coming from, just go ahead and drop me a comment and let me know. I'm a dude. I have no clue. I've only got so many orifices on my body. So, but as we see everybody get closer, and we see that the family is trying to bring them together. We see Lynn is worried. She's a worried mother. She's more concerned about making sure that Jin is okay, and she's drinking and she's doing her own thing. She's the only non-powered one in the family, and yet she is still trying to do what she needs to do, including using Gambi's computer and try to find different leads. Jefferson, he's already overwhelmed because he feels like, and of course Anissa tells him, you guys drove her away because you were so busy trying to protect her that you turned her into a recluse and an outcast, and she was fighting against that, which is true. That's all Jennifer wanted. She just wanted to try to have somewhat of a normal life. And you know, a lot of people out there who are parents like myself understand it's not easy being a parent. They're going through it just like we went through it, and he's understanding that too, but it's still guilt-ridden as a father that he couldn't be there for his baby. And they're already doing the mobilization. Of course, Anissa, she's just all about let's get her back. And it was funny how they knew that Jin ran away, but it wasn't until later in the first episode that they found out in Exodus that they found out that Jin ran away with Khalil. And that's where Jefferson and Anissa started knocking heads. And that's where Anissa pretty much told him, it's your fault that she disappeared. It's your fault that she ran away. Which, although that could be the case, what it boils down to is everything is the reason why Jin left. Jin was tired of being cooped up in the room by parents who love her and want to protect her, but they're overprotective. And that sometimes, and a lot of times, us as parents, we tend to forget that we want to do what's best for our child, but we don't ask the child how they feel. We don't ask our son or our daughter how they feel. So that can be a thing. What it boils down to is that everybody is trying to find them, and they seem to be one step behind each time, and emotions are getting frazzled and it's starting to grow. But Tobias is still doing his thing. Tobias is trying to bring this young man named Todd. Don't know exactly what Todd does, but you know if Tobias is bringing him in, he's obviously got a skill set that Tobias wants to use. So we're finding out a little bit more about that here in a second. Now, as the episode goes on, we find, of course, they had gotten into a fight in the previous episode with Cutter in his aunt's kitchen, and he was holding his own, but she cut him with one of her blades. And because of that, there was a poison on the blade that got into his system. So now they're on the run, and he is getting worse and worse and worse. Jen goes to the closest hospital, and she uses her powers to get antibiotics for him. The more she does this, the more she's starting to figure out her powers. And she's starting to become less and less afraid, making her more and more confident, which I really like. She goes back, she administers the antibiotic, and it doesn't work. And of course, and I'm giving something away, so if you're not much for spoilers, you're gonna have to just suffer through it, okay? So after she gives her gives Khalil the antibiotic, she goes outside and she's already torn up because she doesn't want anything to happen to him. She's already getting closer to him. He's been the only one that understands what she's been going through and everything. And then she hears a buzzing. But what happens next was really surprising because she goes into the alternate dimension in her mind where you got Perenna and you see another of her. You know they say two heads are better than one? Well, literally inside her head, she is putting stuff together. And I'm going to tell you, the dressed up Jen looked phenomenal. China McClain plays this role so well. How can you not be convinced that she is this young lady? And that's when we see her use more of her abilities. And eventually, she catches Cutter and ties her up. And then we see a little bit of a gangster side to Jen. When it comes to Khalil, you know, she's all about that ride or die, and she gets the actual antidote from her, administers it, and of course later he's fine. But of course, unfortunately, Anissa, Gamby, and Jefferson are a step behind. They are frantically trying to find them. They find a way to localize their location, and they get there. They realize they find that they're there, and Lynn's losing her mind because she's so afraid of Jen dying. And we already know how moms are. Moms are just like that. If you're a mom, perfectly understood. It's your baby. Like as I am, my kids, something happened with them, I'd lose my mind too. So now that we see the pursuit continues, and you got Cutter and you got the family trying to find them, it's going to be an ongoing thing. And I'm telling you, and I'm not giving a whole lot away this time, because if you haven't seen these episodes already, I want you to take the time to look into them, and I want you to feel what you're seeing. Black Lightning has become one of the most astounding and colossal stories on TV nowadays. And I haven't watched local TV in a while, to be honest, but I love this show. I love what it's trying to portray, and most importantly, I enjoy the message that no matter what, family matters, even with everything going on in the world and the craziness. And no, nobody's perfect, and that's fine, but I like how the human element it doesn't overshadow, but it runs in parallel with the meta aspect, and I really get a kick out of that. And of course, at the end of this of the second of the two, Gift of the Magi, we find another meta, another brother doing his thing, who seems to have the ability to teleport, sort of like Nightcrawler from the X-Men, only without the blue skin, you know, dark skinned brother with the beard. What is it with beards? I have this. I can't do a beard. I mean, if you can do that thing, that's fine. Mine looks like snow anyway, so I can't grow it out. And no, I'm not dyeing it, so you can forget that. But overall, this week's episode, Gift of the Magi, stellar. Absolutely stellar. This is a 15 stars out of 10 episode. If you haven't seen any of season 1, do not ruin it for yourself. Go back to season 1. It's on Netflix. Check it out. And then go into season 2. That way you have more of an awareness and you're more informed. And let me tell you something else that, oh my gosh, I give CW all the credit in the world for what they're doing, especially for DC heroes and the stories and the character development and everything. But there's one thing they did for Black Lightning that really makes me mad. They're now moving it to Monday night. Why are you moving it to Monday night? Why? Why? Seriously? Tuesday nights are the only nights I have off in the evening other than Thursday and Friday, and I can watch this episode, come shoot the video, and get it to you guys. Now I have to watch it on the app. Yeah, I'm endorsing the CW app, even though I don't want to. But if you haven't had a chance to catch Black Lightning Season 2, get the app, and you can watch it the day after it comes out. But that is me. This is another amazing evening, and unfortunately, we're at the end of the season for the year. Black Lightning will not be back on until January 21st. So now you have the time to get caught up if you haven't already. Take this holiday season, take this time off from work, school, whatever you can, and watch season 1 and get caught up on season 2, okay? Thank you so much for checking me out, guys. Thank you so much for coming to my little corner. Thank you for always watching. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. And most importantly, thank you for you. Because if it wasn't for you, then my channel wouldn't be known. So I appreciate it, okay? So again, thank you for checking me out. Please hit me up on social media. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I can't stress it enough. I like it when you like my videos. I like it when you subscribe. But please share, okay? Small YouTubers need just as much support as the large ones, although I don't think the large ones will need them as much if you're into hundreds of thousands and millions of viewers and followers and subscribers. I only have 252. I'm happy with that. If it goes up to 300, that's a blessing. Every number up is a blessing. Every person watching is a blessing. So you're a blessing. So thank you so much for checking me out. And as always, as I continue to do this, I need you to do 3 things for me. Okay? You ready? Stay nerdy, stay geeky, as always, stay sexy. Bye, guys.